Welcome y'all to High Velocity Rips. I've been getting asked to do some hockey, so I'm gonna do some hocker. 440 cards of 1991 score. And we're gonna rip it. And I don't have too many 91 score. A lot of Parkway or whatever they're called. Parkhurst, Upper Deck, like Cam Neely and Joe Sacco. Alright, how we gonna open this bad boy? Oh, nice. Alright, 1991. Brand new stock. I got styrofoam. It's nice. If you can get it out. Yeah. Alright. Trouble Batman. That. Boy, things are a little stuck. Alright, put these back where they belong. Let's do it. Alright. Randy Burridge. First in. Joel Otto. Tony McKegney. Teppo Numminen. Nice. Peter Svoboda. Todd Ellick. David Bullock. Joey Koser. He'll crush you. And laugh while he's doing it. Rod Brendamore. This is all-star galore, man. Bruce Driver. Mark Tenorti. Hey, check this out. Mark Tenorti was on the box. That's cool. Dave Capuano. Peel Eklund. Steve Thomas. Banger. Geoff Smith. Jeff Smith. Gary Galley. Double G. Ulf Samuelson, also on the box. Keith Brown. Phil Bork. Man, there's some stars. Randy Moeller. Craig Woolen. Glenn Healy. Brent Ashton. Yeah, Bob Probert, Koser's fighting buddy. Craig Munn. Troy Murphy. Man, that's great. Curtis. Yep. Rich Sutter. Banger. Sean Burr. Brian Mullen. Terry Karkner. Petering. Dan Quinn. Shane Corson. Sweet. Dale Hunter. Nice. Ron Tugnut. Jimmy Johnson. Ken Dienko. Mark Osborne. Tony Tati. Christian Rayuto. Doug Crossman. Ray Ferraro. Greg Adams. Mikhail Tatarov. Paul Raham, an all-star. Patrick Flatley. Mike Krasinski. Claude Lemieux. Larry Murphy. Gerard Gallant, Double G. Garth Butcher. Bobby Smith. John Ogrodnik. And Rick Vive. Paul Fenton. Brad McCrimmon. Frederick Olison. Craig Ludwig. Dirk Graham. Nice card. And these cards are beautiful too. Corners are sharp. Dean Evison. Doug Smale. Trevor Linden. Guy Carbonneau. Steve Smith. Dolas. Brett Hull. Oof. Nice. Pierre Turgeon. Nice. John Cullen. Al McGinnis. Man, look at how young he is. Holy smokes. John Van Beesbrook. Brian Leach. Kevin Hatcher. Luke Robitaille. Cam Neely. Laying into one, boy. Nice picture. Rick Tockett. Yeah. Alright, we are cruising. That's great. Nice, nice. Let's make a pile over here. Oh boy. This is going to take a little while, isn't it? Doug Brown. Normand Rochefort. Derek King. Bob Carpenter. Chris Terrieri. Cal Johansson. Yves Racine. Dave Manson. Mark Hunter. Martin Galinas. Bobby Holick. Randy Gilhan. Yeah, Randy Gilhan. Dave Shaw. Bob Kadelsky. Scott Pearson. Owen Nolan. Mike McPhee. Luke Richardson, yes. Keith Primo. Ken Baumgartner. Ken Reggett. Don Sweeney. Dave Lowry. Frank Musil. How's that? Reggie Lemelin. Kurt Giles. Daniel Bertheman. Kevin Miller. Benoit Hogue. Eric Weinrich. Randy Carlisle. Keith Acton. Peter Nedved. Silene Cote. Paul Cavallini. Wendell Clark. And there's a lot of stars. Sergio Mamamiso. Tim Kerr. Patrick Sundstrom. Tommy Herkick. Zarly Zalopski. Zarly Zalopski. Wow. That's a mouthful. Eric Desjardins. Joe Ricci. Mike Hugh. Mike Lewitt. Darren Popa. Michael Pipette. And Todd Krieger. Matthew Schneider. Whoa, boy, we're not even halfway through, guys. Let's grab another stack. See what we can do. Jeff Norton. Marty McSorley. Ray Shepard. Wayne Presley. Peter Bondra. Cliff Ronning. Paul McDermott, Doug Lidster, Ryan Hayward, Chris Nyland, John Garplinski, Garplinoff. Garplinski, I love it. John Garplinoff, Jealous Emuson, Gary Roberts, Steve Duchesne, Sylvan Turgeon, Craig McTavish, Dave Snuggerud, Al Iafredi, Peter Kuzowitz, Dave Barr, Gary Volk, Gary Nyland, Brian Benning, Alexei Kasatanov, Steve Conroy, Don Boutre, Michael Pavanka, Fedosov, Petre Scarico, Tom Curvers, Troy Mallet, Mike Craig, Dmitry Kristich, Bob Basson, John McIntyre, Bob Sweeney, John Druce, Murray Burren, Rick Zombo, Paul Yeiserbart, Dave Reed, Bob Urry, Ulf Dolan, John Tonelli, Igor Larionov. Nice. All right, we're gonna just keep rolling, I suppose. Why not? Adam Graves, Mike Keene, Jeff Daniels, that's Jack Daniels' brother, Ken Linesman, Dana Mertzen. They're starting to stick together a little bit. Kimby Daniels, Jack Daniels' son, top prospect. Donald Odette, Ken Sutton, top prospect. Doug Waite, top prospect. These are cool. I like this. Patrick LeBeau, top prospect. Sergey Karin, Kevin Todd. These guys had some great careers. Some of them. Gadianyuk. Andre Ricote. Tony Amante. Nice card. Jared Skalde. Patrice Brisbois. Jason Marshall, Drake Berhowski, Trevor Kidd, nice, Dave Gagnon, Kip Miller, NHL Brothers, Jeff and Ross Canal. Back to the prospects with Kevin Miller, or Kevin Holler, sorry. Mark Gregg, love the uni. NHL Brothers, Brian and Joe Mullen, Jason Miller, Brian Propp, Neil Wilkerson, Kerry Wilson, Jeff Hackett, NHL Brothers, Pierre and Sylvain Turgeon, Brian Trottier, Bob McGill, another top prospect, Anton Santoski, three brothers, Rich, Brian, Ron Sutter, Dave Taylor. All right, you know what? 15 minutes is good enough for me. We'll do the next 15 next time. Thanks for watching. We'll do it again.